welcome back to the Castle of Truth Blue. Sorry I've been away for quite a while. Same reason, mental health and studies, but here's a fun little video. I've got one of my friends, Destiny, here with me.
Hi.
We're going to be sorting a list of TVD characters, or the Vampire Diaries characters, if you're not familiar with the acronym or abbreviation. So we're going to sort them into their Hogwarts houses, and I hope you enjoy the video. So the first character on our list is Elena Gilbert. What house do you think she would fit into?
I think, I'd say, this is hard. She's a pretty complex character, but I think at the end of the day, Hufflepuff? Yeah, I'd say Hufflepuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking she's pretty brave, I was thinking Gryffindor, but then again, she displays the characteristics of all the houses for some.
She kind of does, yeah. No, she definitely does. But I feel like I said Hufflepuff because, her loyalty is very strong. Yeah, she is with Stefan in the beginning and then ends up with Damon. But, when she is loyal to somebody, she will defend them to the ends of the earth. She's very fierce in the way that she protects, she's very fierce. She's fiercely protective is what I was trying to say. I just definitely see a lot of Hufflepuff in her, but I can definitely see why you say Gryffindor as well, because she definitely does have the brashness, and she does not fucking think at times before she does shit like Gryffindor. So yeah, I know, definitely got some Gryffindor tendencies.
Absolutely. Sure. I mean, that scene when she jumps into the car with
Exactly. Yes, that's a good example of that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was hilarious. She could be a mix of both.
Yeah, definitely.
One of them is her secondary house.
Exactly, yeah.
So the second one is Damon Salvatore.
Okay, Damon is my absolute favorite character from the series. Slytherin, there's no question about it, to be honest.
Sure.
Yeah, there's really no question. He's not Gryffindor at all. He's not a Hufflepuff because he doesn't give his loyalty to everybody. He chooses, like me, he chooses who he's going to be loyal to. He's going to be loyal to you, then, you'll have his loyalty till the end of time. But then if you cross him, you're dead. And not just because he's a vampire, but you're dead, He's definitely sneaky and cunning in a good way. But also, to some people, it could be perceived as a bad thing. It really depends on how you see his character. What were we going to say?
I was going to say, I guess it's all about perception.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, Slytherin as well for me.
Yeah, no, for sure. And, he doesn't have that, I feel like he has drive, but he's not somebody who strives to learn new things, to be honest. I don't think he was all that interested when it came to school. So, yeah, no. Definitely a Slytherin through and through, for sure.
Yep, yeah, I definitely agree. The third character is Silas, who apparently doesn't have a last name, so that's it.
Yeah. You can go first, because I can't actually remember him all that well.
Okay, I think he could fit in, I'm thinking Slytherin as well, because all I remember of Silas is that, he's quite a individual. I'm not sure if it's for good or bad, but He's also one of the immortals. I think he's like the most powerful or something like that. So yeah, he's got a few sneaky, cunning moments in the series.
Remind me, what's something that he does? Because I really need a push to remember his importance in the series.
I think all I remember is that he's Stefan's doppelganger.
Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah, you're right, he is. But unlike Stefan, he's definitely not particularly trustworthy. And yeah, no, he's not all cuddly and shit. So yeah, no, Slytherin, I would say for sure. Ow.
Yeah. He doesn't really appear too much in the series, and so I think that's why people have a hard time remembering him.
Yeah.
So. But moving on to the next character, Bennett.
Say it again?
Bonnie Bennett is the next
Ooh,
character.
Bonnie, my other favorite character. Definitely Ravenclaw. Like, I feel like she's Ravenclaw embodied, personified. Like, definitely. You know, she has that strive to learn. She's very wise. And she, again, you know, doesn't care about being different. Like, you know, even when, in the beginning, when she first tells Elena about, I think she tells Elena about her grandmother being a witch first.
Yeah.
And Elena's like a little skeptical, but Bonnie's like, you know, I'm gonna keep looking into this. Like, I don't. You can believe me, you cannot believe me. I don't really care. You know, I'm gonna keep exploring because I want to know more. So yeah, I know, definitely Ravenclaw.
Yeah. I would say Ravenclaw as well because she's very open-minded.
She is very open-minded. Yeah.
She becomes a witch later in the series, and just helps people. She becomes like an anchor for people to cross over.
Yes, I remember.
Plus, there's also that misfit or outcast energy.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. And it's like she's one of those people that some people would underestimate, but then they would be sorry that they ever did because she can be dangerous. You know, you don't want to get on her bad side at all. So yeah, no. Hey, next character.
The next character is Caroline Forbes.
Caroline. I think in the beginning I didn't like her. I don't remember why. I just thought she was like really. I think I just thought she was kind of in her head. I really can't remember. But at the beginning I didn't like her. Now I really like her. But at first I didn't really like her all that much. But Caroline, I would say Gryffindor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm stuck between Gryffindor and Hufflepuff again. I don't know.
She could fit in either, in either house, but for different reasons. Like,
right.
If you're a Ravenclaw, not saying that we couldn't have like ditzy Ravenclaws, but I reckon they're probably. If you're gonna be ditzy, you've got to be like, you might have to be good at something else. Like,
yes.
There's different forms of intelligence.
Of intelligence, exactly.
There's the emotional, but she just seems to be, I don't know, a lot of the cues, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it can get you into troubles.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm more inclined to put her into Gryffindor because of the cues that she's missing, she tends to take more risks.
Yes, definitely.
It comes down to that whole ignorance is bliss thing.
Yes, I agree. For
if
sure.
If you don't know a certain thing, then it can't
hurt you, right? Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's Gryffindor.
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay, cool.
Character number 6 is Enzo St. John. Interesting name.
Very interesting name. Enzo. I would say I feel like he could be a Slytherin, but also a Hufflepuff. Because he does have that emotional side to him. But it's once he realizes that he's been made a fool of. I mean, it's Lily that makes him, like, Stefan and Damon's mom, that makes him become, like, makes him show the really ugly side to his personality, if I remember correctly. So at first he started off as this really nice person, and you're like, ooh, I'm rooting for him. But then something happens. I'm pretty sure it was that Lily had lied to him about something.
Was it the? Was it related to the pregnancy that she was gonna have? Or?
Yes, it might have been. Yeah, I think so.
And then that's when everything went
And then
down.
he changes, exactly, everything goes down. Yeah. So yeah, no. I felt like primary Slytherin and secondary Hufflepuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's another very complex.
He is
character.
a really complex character, for sure. Alright, I feel like him, Damon, and probably Klaus are the most complex characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Klaus is our next character.
Oh, that's really funny. Klaus, definitely, again, a Slytherin. There's no question about it. He is ruthless to the point of it being, like, pretty fucking disgusting. I don't like him, honestly. Elijah's my favorite of all of the Michael Simplers, but yeah, no, Klaus, I don't like him. It was kind of a, man, he's annoying, to, he might be alright, to, he's an absolute fucking dick. Like, there were so many different switches in my mind when I was watching the series. But yeah, I know. Slytherin for sure. He's ruthless. Yeah. He will, hurt anybody, do anything to get his way. He doesn't really have much regard for others. Yeah. I mean, he mellowed out a little bit when he got a family, but even so, was still a pretty heartless person.
Yeah.
Even then.
Yep, I agree with that. It's Slytherin.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably one of the stereotypical ones, right?
He is a stereotypical Slytherin, yeah, no, absolutely, because, like, Slytherin is not a bad house. It's a house that has an unfortunate reputation, filled with some pretty badass people, but yeah, no, he's definitely the stereotypical Slytherin. He's the kind of Slytherin that gives Slytherin a bad name. Yeah. So, yeah.
The next character is Catherine Pierce.
Okay. You can go first on this one.
Okay. Yeah, she's kind of complex. I'm not sure what she was like at first, but I did see on in the series that she was very sneaky, would run away from the situation. If she got in trouble, she would just leave others to face
Yep, to pick up her mess, yep.
So it's a mix between Gryffindor or Slytherin.
I feel like what she did to Damon was a very Slytherin tactic. Like, one of those, like, really underhanded and gross, but nevertheless Slytherin, so yeah, I'd say, like, she's one of those rare people who would be a primary Slytherin and secondary Gryffindor.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I can see. next one is Alaric Saltzman.
Wait. I say Ravenclaw for him, for sure.
Absolutely. He's one of those, like, really intelligent, I think he's a professor, right?
Yeah, he was professor, yeah.
Yeah, so he's a really intelligent, professor who just knows his subject.
Yeah.
And even remember that scene when Elena wanted to be compelled?
Yes, I remember. He wanted her to take away. She wanted him to take away all of her memories of Damon, right? When he was, that was so painful. Oh my god, that time when Damon was gone was so fucking painful. I hated those episodes. But yeah, I know. Back to what you were saying.
Yeah, so Elena wanted him to be the one to take all the memories away, but he trying to give her all that time to warn her, like, this isn't gonna be easy. You're not gonna get your memories back.
You won't get them back, exactly.
Like, all those things to consider.
Right.
And usually an overthinker would go and be like, questioning everything and saying, is this really what
Is this really what I want? Exactly.
She just jumps in and does it. So yeah. Plus, I can see that he loves to learn.
Absolutely.
New things. So yeah, I think he would definitely fit best in Ravenclaw.
Yeah. Something to note is that, like, a parallel between TVD and Harry Potter is that, like, you know, with the whole memory thing, Elena, you know, she was quick to want to take her memories, but Alaric was like, think about it. You know, he was trying to warn her about the consequences. Whereas with Hermione, she didn't really think about the consequences before erasing her parents' memories. I don't think she ever was able to erase them. I mean, ever to reverse it. Because as far as we know, the obliviation charm is, like, permanent. It can't be undone. Obviously, there's a lot of fanfics where it can be, but even in those fanfics, it's, like, a really dangerous process and has to be done by professionals and stuff, so I'm pretty sure in canon there probably wasn't a way to undo it. And she just did not think about it at all. She was like, you know, I don't think she truly thought about what she would do. Like, you know, she thought she wants to keep them safe and everything, but I don't think she truly thought that this isn't going to be able to be undone. Like, what if I can't undo this afterwards? Am I going to be able to live with that? As we know, is a really interesting parallel.
That is really interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they could relate.
Me either.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. So the next character is Jeremy Gilbert, so he's Elena's brother.
Yep. I would say... I feel like I say Hufflepuff for him. He's very loving. He's very loyal. And, you know, he just happened to be a teen he was struggling with and stuff. And in the beginning, he falls for the wrong girl who doesn't truly actually have any feelings for him in return. So, yeah, no, I'd say Hufflepuff for Jeremy.
Yeah, I agree with that. He does struggle with, I think, grades and mental health. And
Yes.
all that, but
Yes.
I can see the loyalty. His personality. So yeah. The next character is Stefan Salvatore.
Okay. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, he's a complex one as well. Multiple.
He's kind of like, he's definitely the opposite to his brother. He's definitely the opposite to him in a lot of ways. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, he doesn't. I don't get the Gryffindor. I don't really get a Gryffindor vibe from him.
No, I don't see that either. Could he be a Hufflepuff, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Hufflepuff. Didn't think he would be so hard to place, but yeah, no, maybe Hufflepuff.
Because, I mean, is it Caroline and Stefan that date?
Yeah, they end up together.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's some really hilarious stuff that happens.
There is.
But he's obviously very loyal to her, even though at times he doesn't want to be.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
So, yeah, I think Hufflepuff would be the...
And he's definitely, like, thoughtful and stuff. Because, you know, she wants to rush into things, but he's like, we should take it slow. If I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no.
Maybe you could be a secondary Ravenclaw.
Yeah, I see that. I feel like he's very emotionally intelligent for sure. So yeah, secondary Ravenclaw. Who's next?
So the next character is Jenna Summers. I don't know, she doesn't appear too much in the series, does she?
Wait, who?
Her name's Jenna Summers. I think...
Oh, the aunt? Oh, their aunt?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Gotcha. Yeah, she doesn't appear all that much either. Yeah, I know, she doesn't. I don't know, I don't really feel like we get to learn all that much about her, except from, like, you know, how she lost her siblings. Yeah, because was she Elena's mom's sister? Or was she Elena's dad's sister? I don't remember.
I have a suspicion that she was the sister of Elena's mom.
Yeah, I thought so. So yeah,
Do we know much about her her family ties and how she acted around them?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel I'd say Gryffindor. I'm gonna say Gryffindor. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna say Gryffindor. Yeah. Yeah. Who's next?
The next one is Elijah Michelson.
Wait. Okay. For him, I would have to say Hufflepuff. He is really. Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw? Which way round? Because he could fit into both of those houses. But which way round?
What's his character like? Is it
Okay, so he's like very loyal. He is fiercely protective, but he's also a peacemaker. He was always the one who would get in between Klaus and the rest of the siblings, because Klaus had this fucking really bad habit of trying to always stake his siblings to shut them up whenever they disagreed with him. So even this is kind of bleeding into the originals, but we wanted to include them anyway. But yeah, so Elijah was a huge peacemaker.
I think primary Ravenclaw, secondary Hufflepuff.
Yes, yeah. He's very diplomatic, for sure.
It also takes a lot of emotional intelligence
Exactly.
to be able to be the peacemaker and like stop fights from playing out.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So yeah, definitely. I think he could be.
For sure. Okay.
So the next one is Cole Michelson. I'm not sure if that's another sibling.
Yeah, he is the youngest, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, pretty sure. Does it go Klaus, Elijah, Cole? I can't remember. I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Anyway, Cole Slytherin through and through. Again, he was kind of like, he was like the Damon of the originals almost, in a way. Like,
Yeah.
not completely the same, but they were kind of similar in nature. So yeah, no, I definitely call him. Weird to say, but I would definitely think of him. I definitely think of him as a Damon of the originals if I had to describe him in a few words.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, definitely Slytherin for Cole.
I think that's pretty.
The only people he really cared about were his family, and I believe he had I can't remember. I think he had a girlfriend at one point. My brain's kind of foggy. I really need to rewatch the series, both of them. But yeah, Slytherin for sure.
Yep, I agree. Number 15 is Tyler Lockwood.
Alright, you can start with this guy. Ugh.
At first I thought he was a Gryffindor, just because he exuded that type of vibe.
Yeah.
But I think maybe more Hufflepuff, because he's actually quite loyal to his girlfriend Liv.
Oh yeah.
Although that relationship I think ends pretty bad, but I think I'd say Hufflepuff.
Yeah, I'd say for him, I would say Hufflepuff and secondary Slytherin, honestly. Yeah, I would say, yeah. That's how I said him. For sure. He definitely does have that. He definitely does have the, loyalty down. But then I also see him as being very, persuasive, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And stuff in the way of a Slytherin, so yeah. Alright, who's next?
Lucas Parker, also known by Luke in the series.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's also another Hufflepuff as well. Like, he's got that. He just has that badger energy. He's really quiet from memory and quite loyal to his twin sibling.
Yeah, that's all I can really remember about him. Like him being close to his sister, but nothing else. I can't really remember much else about him. So I'm gonna agree with you on Hufflepuff for sure.
Some might argue Gryffindor because he battled Carl, but still I think Hufflepuff is.
Yeah.
Number 17 is Josette Parker. I think she's known by Jo in the series.
I think Jo belongs in Ravenclaw with her husband, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's the nurse that works.
Exactly. Yeah, she's a professional in her field. She was nurturing, definitely.
Definitely had a lot of empathy.
Exactly.
She cared about the patients.
She did, yeah.
I think she's the person who has like both IQ and EQ like at an even level. And, because you've got to have emotional intelligence to tell what the patients are feeling.
Yeah,
and then
no, definitely.
Would come in because of her profession being a nurse.
Yeah, no, definitely. For sure.
So yeah, I agree with it. Olivia Parker is the next character, commonly known by Liv in the series.
I can't remember her all that well, so.
She was the girl that kind of would say mean, sarcastic comments.
Yes, I do remember that part.
I think she could be a primary Slytherin, secondary Hufflepuff, because quite loyal to her family, but not to anybody
Yeah.
But honestly, she doesn't really appear too much in this series either.
She doesn't know.
The next character is Malachi Parker. Or like people call him Kai.
I didn't even know his full name was Malachi. Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
me neither. I had to do research.
Ugh. He's a Slytherin, but the worst of the fucking worst, I swear. Absolute fucking monster. I don't like him at all.
Yeah, he's quite manipulative.
Extremely manipulative, for sure.
Not
He's
to mention,
manipulative, he's sneaky. Huh?
Didn't he kill, like, his family or something?
Yes, he did.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I remember that
Mm-hmm. Yes. Really, really twisted individual, honestly.
Yep, definitely.
But yeah.
And the last character is Elizabeth Forbes, Caroline's mom.
Oh, it was so sad when she died. I cried. Like, that was so sad. She was so lovely. She was so nice. I'd say Hufflepuff. Like, she has that Madam Sprout kind of energy, like Mama Bear, almost.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking because she's a sheriff as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking another Ravenclaw.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Actually, I agree.
She's examining cases. Well, gotta be pretty onto it with that side of things as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Alright guys, that is the end of the video. It's been so much fun and I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you in another video like this. But for now, stay safe and watch this space. Bye.
Bye.